Tina, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw, and
they snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. So Auburn's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have in the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Quickly complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll leave it with him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. They want to throw it.
1st down.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. This quarterback part of their running game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Snags it, and he will score. lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Vic. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much. You don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there. And you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Vic. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's got an open man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Dropping back, it's Vic. With the catch, it's Luna. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking downfield on 1st down. Brings it in down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the counter. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. Back to throw. It's Vick. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Gets away from one, finds room. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Auburn! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force the negative play.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Sooners! And the route is on. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back. Turning it on! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Dropping back, it's Vic. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Rides the back and leaves it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. On the set. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Berger. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Vick. Gets open down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Shoots it to the left. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Vick. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Fires to the big fella. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Now on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grab behind the line. It's Berger. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Get set. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defense.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play, and he makes the catch inside the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Vick. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense is sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's got great speed. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up.